to the buzzing of the bees. Ya Rabbil Alameen, your creation is a dream.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning everyone. We are the students of Averroes International School from grade 6. I am Raisa Sabir Rahman and my friend will introduce herself.
Assalamu alaikum, good morning. I'm Nebras Hassan Nihira of grade 6.
Our presentation is based on present tense. What is present tense? The tense is used for an action in a time which is happening now. There are 4 types of present tense. Number 1, simple present tense. Number 2, present perfect tense. Number 3, present continuous tense. Number 4, present perfect continuous tense. Now here we'll talk about simple present tense.
What is simple present tense? A tense expressing an action that is currently going on, habitually performed, or a state that is currently or generally exists. The structure of simple present tense is subject plus present form of verb plus object. The example of simple present tense are: I eat rice 3 times a day. Aisha goes to playground every day. There are 4 main applications of simple present tense. 1. We can use it to refer to regular actions, current situations, or facts in general. Example: I go to field every day. The earth revolves around the sun. The second application is we can use this to refer to more long-lasting or permanent situations. The examples are: I'm a girl. My house is situated in Mohammadpur. The third application is we can use this to refer to actions which are going to happen very soon. The example is the teacher comes at a time. The last application of simple present tense is we can use this to refer to short actions happening at the time of speaking. The bowler hits the stump. Affirmative, interrogative and negative of simple present tense. Affirmative. 1. She drinks milk at breakfast. Interrogative of this will be: does she drink milk at breakfast? The negative of this sentence will be: she does not drink milk at breakfast. Now, I am requesting my friend Raisa to continue about present perfect tense.
Present perfect tense. We use present perfect tense to talk about a complete action. Structure of present perfect tense. Subject plus have or has, it's a helping verb plus object. Example: I have completed my project. Number 2, Lucky has done her work. There are 4 applications of present perfect tense. Number 1, we use present perfect tense like the simple past tense to talk about a complete action. However, unlike the simple past tense which is used as defined, we do not state the exact time of an action with the present tense. Example: Neha has done her duty. Application number 2, we use the present perfect tense to refer to an action that began in the past, recent past, and is not over yet at the point of speaking. Example: I have not known him. Application number 3, we use the present perfect tense with words like seen and for to refer actions that began in the past and still going on at the point of speaking. Example: I have studied in the school for 6 years. Application number 4, we use present perfect tense with adverbs. Times such as ready and just to show complete action, and yet to show that an action is expected to happen but has also taken place at the point of speaking. Example: they have already completed the presentation. Number 2, they have not yet done anything for the presentation. The affirmative, interrogative and negative examples of present perfect tense. Affirmative: Nihira has completed the classwork. Interrogative: has Nihira completed the classwork? Negative: Nihira has not done her classwork. Number 2, they have fixed the cloths together. Interrogative: they have Have they fixed the clothes together? Negative. They have not fixed the clothes together. Now I would like to invite my friend to talk about present continuous tense.
Thank you, Raisa. What is present continuous tense? The present continuous tense generally refers to an action that is continuing at the present time. However, there are several applications of simple present continuous tense. The structure of present continuous tense is subject plus am is are plus present participle form of verb plus object. The examples of present continuous tense are: it is raining heavily since night. 2. Maria is studying. There are 4 main applications of present continuous tense. The first application is we can use this to refer to new habits or repeated actions. Example: I'm learning Arabic grammar. The second application is it can be used to refer to situations which are temporary, lasting for a short time. The example is Maria is watching television until her mother comes. The third application is we can use this to refer to planned future actions. Example: we are going to Australia next year. The last application of present continuous tense is it can be also used to refer longer actions, like I'm thinking about it for 3 hours. Affirmative, interrogative and negative form of simple present continuous tense. Affirmative. 1. He is playing football. The interrogative of this sentence will be is he playing football? The negative of this sentence will be he is not playing football. 2. The cow is eating the grass. The interrogative of this sentence will be is the cow eating the grass? The negative of this sentence will be the cow is not eating the grass. Now I'm requesting and I would like to invite my friend to explain present perfect continuous tense.
Thank you, Nihira, for giving me the chance. Present perfect continuous tense. We use present perfect continuous tense for an action or situation which began in the past and continues up to the point of speaking. The action may not be finished at the point. Structure: subject plus have or has, it's a helping verb, plus been plus present participle form of verb plus object. Example: he has been studying since morning. There are many applications of present perfect continuous tense, but I will tell you 2. We use the present perfect continuous tense to refer to a series of repeating action or situation that began in the past and has continued to the present. Example: for the last few years, I have been trying to learn Arabic language. Number 2, application number 2. It can be used to refer to an action that is temporary in the nature and that lasts for a short duration of time. Example: I have been practicing basketball since the new sport teacher came. Affirmative, interrogative and negative of present continuous tense. Affirmative: she has been playing piano since morning. Interrogative: has she playing piano since morning? Negative: she has not been playing piano since morning.
Thank you for being a wonderful audience. If you have any question, please ask.
Thank you for your presentation. Now I would like to ask you some questions regarding your presentation. My first question would be, which tenses can we use to refer to planned future action?
Present continuous tense.
That's correct. My next question would be, the presentation, that information that you showed us, where did you gather this information?
From books, and we made it together, slides and all that.
How? From books?
From books and for internet, we took some help from internet
thank you.
also.
Thank you.
But, yeah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning, everyone. We are the students of Averroes International School. I am Zabia Islam Sadia. I study in grade 6. We are Group A, grammar experts. Here are my group members. They will introduce themselves.
Assalamu alaikum, I am Maliha Zuwaria. Assalamu alaikum, I am Sirajul Munira Sohana.
Now I will begin our presentation based on present tense. A tense expressing an action that is currently going on or habitually performed, or a state that currently or generally exists. Types of present tense. There are 4 types of present tense. Those are simple present tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, and present perfect continuous tense. That was all about present tense. Now I will invite my friend Maliha Juwairiya to continue with the rest.
Thank you, Zabia. Now I will begin with simple present. What is simple present? The simple present is a verb tense which is used to show repetition, habit, or generalization. Less commonly, the simple present can be used to talk about scheduled actions in the near future and in some cases, actions happening now. The structure of simple present is subject plus present form of verb plus object. For example, I walk to school every day. When simple present tense is used, there are 4 main applications of simple present. Those are: number 1, we can use this to refer to regular actions, current situations, or facts in general. For example, I say Salah 5 times a day. Number 2, we can use this to refer to more long-lasting or permanent situations. For example, there is only one creator. The third one is, we can use this to refer to actions which are going to happen very soon, or future actions which happen regularly according to a timetable or schedule. For example, hurry up, the tour bus leaves in 5 minutes. The last one is, we can use this to refer short actions happening at the time of speaking. We also use this in reviews of plays, sport commentaries, and films or books. For example, I admit that what I said earlier was inappropriate. Okay. Now the affirmative, interrogative, and negative of simple present tense. Number 1, affirmative. He gets up early in the morning. The interrogative form of this will be, does he get up early in the morning? The negative form will be, he does not get up early in the morning. The next one is affirmative. He goes for morning walk every day. The interrogative form of this will be, does he go for morning walk every day? The negative form will be, he does not go for morning walk every day. Okay. It was all about simple present. Now I would like to invite my friend Sohana to continue with present continuous.
Thank you, Maliha. Present continuous tense. The present continuous verb tense indicates that an action or condition is happening now, frequently, and which may continue in the future. Structure of present continuous is subject plus am or is or are plus present participle form of verb plus object. Example is, we are visiting India next month. When the present continuous is used, first one is, we can use this to refer to new habits or repeated actions which happen around the time of speaking or writing. Example, she is skipping every day to increase her stamina. The next one, we can use this to refer to situations which are temporary, like, I'm using my brother's car until mine is repaired. The third one, we can use this to refer to situations. We can use this to refer to planned future actions, like, we are joining Joe's team on their field trip next week. The last one, we can use this to refer to actions happening at the time of speaking or writing, like, we are grilling sausages for breakfast now. Affirmative, interrogative, and negative of present continuous tense. The affirmative is, he is sleeping. The interrogative is he sleeping? The negative one is, he is not sleeping. The second one, they are playing football. Interrogative, are they playing football? The negative is, they are not playing football. That was all about present continuous. Now my friend Maliha will continue.
Thank you, Sohana. Now I will continue with present perfect tense. What is present perfect tense? The present perfect tense combines the present tense and the perfect aspect used to express an event that happened in the past that has present consequences. This tense is used to show a link between the past and the present and is commonly used in everyday conversations, in the news, on the radio, and when writing letters. The structure of present perfect is subject plus have or has plus past participle form of verb plus object. For example, I have completed the homework. When the present perfect tense is used, there are four main applications of present perfect. Number one, we use the present perfect tense with words like since and for to refer to an action that began in the past and is still going on at the point of speaking. For example, students have worked on their project for 1 hour. Number two, the present perfect tense is used for repeated actions in an unspecified period between the past and now. For example, we have visited Portugal several times. The third one is, the present perfect tense is used for an action that was completed in the very recent past expressed by just. For example, I have just finished my work. The final one is, we use present perfect tense when the precise time of the action is not important or not known. For example, I admit that someone has eaten my soup. The affirmative, interrogative, and negative of present perfect. Number one, affirmative. He has completed the homework. The interrogative form will be, has he completed the homework? The negative form will be, he has not completed the homework. The second one, affirmative. They have reached this station. The interrogative form will be, have they reached this station? The negative form will be, they have not reached this station. It was all about present perfect. Now I would like to invite my friend Sohana again to continue with present perfect continuous.
Thank you, Maliha. Now I'll explain about present perfect continuous. Present perfect continuous. Present perfect continuous tense shows that an action started in the past and continues in the present time. The present perfect continuous is formed using the construction has or have been plus present participle form of verb plus object. Example, he has been studying since morning. When the present perfect continuous is used, we use the present perfect continuous to show that an action started in the past and continues in the present. Example, she has been waiting for you all day. Affirmative, interrogative, and negative form of present perfect continuous tense. Affirmative is, he has been studying since morning. Interrogative, has he been studying since morning? Negative is, he has not been studying since morning. Thank you for being a wonderful audience. That was all about it. If you have any queries, you may ask.
I will ask you 3 questions regarding your presentation here. If you are asked to write about a person, his character, his regular routine and his habit, which tense are you going to use there?
Simple present.
Very good. Okay. So I'm going to tell you a question. Sentence. You have to tell me which tense it is written in. We are listening to the teacher. Which tense?
Present continuous.
Very good. Okay. Now, if we want to write about any situation that is temporary, not permanent, which tense should we use there?
Present continuous.
Thank you very much. Your answer is correct. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. I am Anas Al Hassan. We are the students of Averroes International School and we read in grade 6 and we are group B. Now my group members will introduce themselves.
Assalamu alaikum. I am Zawad Hassan from grade 6.
Assalamu alaikum. I am Mahdi Hassan. I am from grade 6. As the introduction part is over, now I will begin with our presentation, which is present tense. A tense expressing an action that is currently going on, habitually performed, or a state that currently or generally exists. There are 4 types of present tense. Number 1, simple present tense. Number 2, present perfect tense. Number 3, present continuous tense. And number 4, present perfect continuous tense. Simple present tense, a tense expressing an action that is currently going on, habitually performed, or a state that currently or generally exists. The structure of simple present tense is subject plus present form of verb plus object. Example, I go to school every day. There are 4 main applications for simple present tense. Application number 1, we use this to refer to regular actions, current situations, or facts in general, like the earth revolves around the sun. The second application is we can use this to refer to more long-lasting or permanent situations, like I am a boy. And the third application is we can use this to refer to actions which are going to happen very soon, like the show starts in minutes. And the final application is we can use this to refer to short actions happening at the time of speaking. Example, the ball enters the net. Affirmative, interrogative, and negative form of simple present tense. Affirmative, example 1, he drinks tea at breakfast. Interrogative, does he drink tea at breakfast? Negative of this sentence, he does not drink tea at breakfast. Now I would like to welcome my next member, Zawad Ahsan, to continue with the next topic, which is present perfect tense.
Thank you, Anas, for your excellent work. Now I would like to explain about present perfect tense. We use present perfect tense to talk about completed actions. Structure of present perfect tense is subject plus have as plus object. Example of present perfect tense is I have completed my homework. Applications of present perfect tense. There are 4 applications of present perfect tense. We use the present perfect tense like the simple past tense to talk about completed actions. However, unlike the simple past tense, which is used as definite time phrases, we do not state the exact time of an action with the present perfect tense. For example, Mike has completed his homework. Application number 2. We use the present perfect tense to refer to an action that began in the recent past and not over yet at the point of speaking. For example, I have not seen Linda this week. She has been so busy. Application number 3. We use the present perfect tense with the words like since and for to refer to an action that began in the past and still going on at the point of speaking. For example, I have studied in the school for 3 years. And the last application is we use the present perfect tense and not the simple past tense with adverbs of indefinite time such as already and just to show completed actions. Completed actions. And yet to show that an action is expected to happen but has not taken place at the point of speaking. For example, they have already signed the agreement with our film. Example number 2, they have not yet signed the agreement with our film. Affirmative, interrogative, and negative form of present perfect tense. Affirmative, Hamid has completed the classwork. And interrogative form is, has Hamid completed the classwork? And the negative form of the sentence is, Hamid has not completed the classwork. Now I will welcome my last member to continue with his speech.
Thank you, Zawad, for your wonderful speech and for giving me the chance to present the last segment of our presentation. Now I will tell about present continuous tense. The present continuous tense generally refers to an action that is continuing at a present time. However, there are several applications of present continuous tense. The structure of present continuous tense is subject plus am or is or are plus present participle form of verb plus object. For example, Anas is studying. There are 4 applications of present continuous tense. Application number 1. We can use this to refer to new habits or repeated actions. For example, I am learning English grammar. Application number 2. It can be used to refer to situations which are temporary. For example, Paul is monitoring until the next teacher comes. Application number 3. We can use this to refer to planned future actions. For example, we are going to Chittagong next month. Application number 4, the last one. it can be used to refer to permanent actions or longer actions. For example, I am studying in this school for the last 4 years. Affirmative, interrogative, and negative form of present continuous tense. Affirmative: I am doing the homework properly. Interrogative: am I doing the homework properly? Negative: I am not doing the homework properly. Now I will tell about present perfect continuous tense. We use the present perfect continuous tense for an action or situation which began in the past and continues up to the point of speaking. The action may not be finished at this point. The structure of present perfect continuous tense is subject plus have or has plus been plus present participle form of verb plus object. For example, he has been studying since morning. There are several applications of present perfect continuous tense. Here I will discuss about 2 of them. We can use the present perfect continuous tense to refer to a series of repeated actions or situations that began in the past and has continued to the present. For example, for the last few years I have been trying to learn English grammar. Application number 2. It can be used to refer to an action that is temporary in the nature and that lasts for a short duration of time. For example, I have been practicing singing since the new music teacher came. Affirmative, interrogative, and negative form of present perfect continuous tense. Affirmative: he has been playing baseball since morning. Interrogative is: has he been playing baseball since morning? And the negative form of this sentence is: he has not been playing baseball since morning. With that, our presentation session ends. Thank you all for being with us. If you have any questions regarding our presentation, you can ask us.
Thank you for your presentation. I would like to ask few questions. My first question would be, if you are asked to describe a living person, his physical description, his daily routine, habits, likes and dislikes, which tense will you use to write the text?
Simple present tense.
Very good. Now my second question would be, from where did you gather the information?
I collect the information from the internet and from the book.
Okay.
And made some slides.
Okay. Thank you for your questions.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. We are the language explorers. We are students of Averroes International School. I am Abdullah ibn Afzal, a student of grade 6. Now, my friends will introduce themselves.
I am Khandukar Mahid Dayan. I am also a student of grade 6.
I am Hayyan ibn Arif from grade 6.
I am Said bin Mustafa. We all are from grade 6.
Now, I will begin the presentation with the introduction of present tense. What is present tense? The present tense describes a current event or state of being. However, it can also be used to describe past and future events. There are 4 types of present tense. There are 4 types of present tense: simple present, present continuous, present perfect, and present perfect continuous. Now, I will invite Khandukar Mahid Dayan to begin the first type of present tense, the simple present tense.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you, Abdullah, for your presentation. Now I am here to discuss about simple present tense. What is simple present tense? A tense expressing an action that is currently going on or habitually performed or state which generally exists. The structure of simple present tense is subject plus present form of verb plus object. For example, I go to school every day. Applications of simple present tense. It has 4 main applications. First one is, we can use this to refer to regular actions, current situation, or facts in general. For example, poisonous gases destroys the ozone layer which protects the earth. Second one is, we can use this to refer to more long-lasting or permanent situation. For example, I'm a boy, my school is situated in Lalmatia. The third example is, we can use this to refer to actions which are going to happen very soon. For example, the show starts in minutes. Here comes the hero. The last one is, we can use this to refer
to short actions happening at a time of speaking. For example, the ball enters the net, the batsman hits the ball. Affirmative, interrogative and negative of simple present tense. Affirmative. 1. He drinks tea at breakfast. Interrogative of this sentence is, does he drink tea at breakfast? The negative of this sentence is, he does not drink tea at breakfast. That was all about simple present tense. Now I would like to invite Abdullah again to continue with present continuous tense.
I am here again to describe present continuous tense. The present continuous tense describes actions or events that are currently happening. The structure of it is subject plus am, is or are plus present participle form of verb plus object, like Rafi is studying. There are four main applications of present continuous tense. Number 1, we can use this to refer to new habits or repeated actions, like I am learning English grammar. Number 2, it can be used to refer to situations which are temporary, like Tamim is monitoring the class until the teacher comes. Number 3, we can use this to refer to planned future actions, like we are going to Sylhet next month. Number 4, it can be used to refer to permanent or longer actions, like I am studying in this school for the last 4 years. Affirmative, interrogative and negative of present continuous tense. Affirmative, he is drinking tea. The interrogative is he drinking tea? And the negative of the sentence will be, he is not drinking tea. Now, with the next segment, present perfect tense, our friend Ayan will come.
Thank you, Abdullah, for your wonderful presentation. Now I will discuss present perfect tense. Present perfect tense refers to an action or state that is either occurred in the past or began in the past and continued to the present time. Structure of the present perfect tense is subject plus have or has helping verb plus object. Example, I have completed the homework. There are three main applications of present perfect tense. Number 1, we use the present perfect tense to talk about completed actions. We do not state the exact time of an action with the present perfect tense. Example, James has completed his homework. Now number 2, we use this with words like since and for to refer to an action that began in the past and is still going on at the point of speaking. Example, I have not seen Linda this week. She has been so busy. Number 3, we use this with adverbs of indefinite such as already and just to refer to completed actions and yet to refer to an action that is expected to happen at some point in the future. Example, we have already made reservations for the show. Now I will talk about affirmative, interrogative and negative of present perfect tense. Example 1. Affirmative, they have reached the station. Interrogative, have they reached the station? Negative, they have not reached the station. Now that was all about present perfect tense. Now our last member Said will come with the last segment.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you, Ayan, for your brilliant speech. Now I am going to talk about present perfect continuous tense. What is present perfect continuous tense? We use the present perfect continuous tense to refer to an action or situation which began in the past and has continued up to the point of speaking. The action may not be finished at that point. The structure of present perfect continuous tense is subject plus have or has plus been plus present participle form of verb plus object. For example, he has been studying since morning. Applications of present perfect continuous tense. There are two main applications of present perfect continuous tense. Application number 1. We use the present perfect continuous tense to refer to an action that or situation. Application number 1. We use the present perfect continuous tense to refer to a series of repeated actions or situations that began in the past and has continued up to the point of speaking. For example, for the last few years, I have been trying to learn English grammar. Application number 2. It can be used to refer to an action that is temporary in the nature and that lasts for a short duration of time. For example, I have been practicing singing since the new bowling since the new sports teacher came. Affirmative, interrogative, and negative of present perfect continuous tense. Affirmative. They have been playing cricket since morning. Interrogative. Have they been playing cricket since morning? Negative of this sentence is they have not been playing cricket since morning. That's the end of our presentation.
Thank you for the presentation. I would like to ask few questions. My first question is, when we refer to any temporary situation, which tense should we use?
Present continuous.
Okay.